So Atsuma literally just left London City with Kyoto City is to the west, I think, and was just gonna wing it, I guess. So we've got a long way to go. We have to get all the way to Yokohama, and then instead of turning towards Yokohama at that fork, we will keep heading west through a desert, and then once we get to the other side of that desert, we will be in Kyoto region.
Why do I think we're going to get horribly sidetracked once we hit Junk City?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's one of the only other large settlements in the game, so I'd say it's a fair bet we'll at least get minorly sidetracked there. Okay, let's get everyone into the party. So the double TB support that you saw me equip Atsuma, Yuki, and Rygar with, it means that when they're in combat, they'll increase the amount of money that we earn. I didn't put it on Karine because she has more supports that are actually useful to her in combat right now than the others do, so she didn't have a free support slot. The others did, so might as well get more money. Yeah, you know one way that you could probably make the random encounters in this way better without affecting balance too much would be, and I've seen some other RPGs, even JRPGs do this one, is where if your level is way, way, way over an area's level, the encounter rate just goes way down. Because, you know, most monsters would just take one look at you and go running the other way. I mean, you could argue that I'm basically getting all of this stuff for free because it's not even taking VP at this point. I'm very easily just clearing all of these things in one round. But it still makes, like, the times you have to backtrack through these areas kind of annoying. And you don't get access to the fast travel points until very, very, very late in the game, unless they've changed it.
Two guns for the price of one.
I shall hold the front line.
Yeah, Rygar, you're going to do more than hold the front line. You're just going to take these guys all out in one move. Have fun with that.
Was a fine strategy.
Once I get serious, no problem.
And I still don't think we're going to be able to take on that white tiger. I don't think we're quite there yet. We didn't have very much luck against the divine turtle, and it hasn't been that long since that fight. I mean, we could try if you want to see where we're at, but I seriously don't think it's going to work.
We're probably going to have to level.
Yeah. Granted, it's just such a pain to come back here. I'll try one time.
And this is where saving anywhere helps.
Yeah. And because of paranoia. Okay, yeah.
Oh, right! We didn't get hit once!
Okay, he still gets a surprise round on us, and that Meteor Fang will one-shot anyone, even Rygar. However, Atsuma and Rygar can survive his other 2 attacks. Although, if Rygar gets his element reversed, then that will no longer be the case. Well, no, even double damage Earthcraft Roar. However, nobody can survive the Meteor Fang. So, first row is death. I get the feeling this thing's probably going to be immune to poison, but we can try.
Water!
That's going to be the other thing, is that it can drain health pretty effectively. Like, it can drain 642 health from us in one attack, and that's if it only hits one person. So we need to be able to deal damage faster than it can heal using that.
Take this!
Fire! Reduce them to ash!
And probably about the best damage that you're going to see out of me is going to be that damage right there, which was, I believe, just over 1,400, and it already healed half of that back. And Rygar's not looking good. Gonna try moving him back. We're gonna swap to a barrier on him, which does mean giving up the Levitain, but I think we need the barrier at this point. Natsuma's gonna go to the front.
Recover!
I'm alive again.
Yeah, if it didn't have Drain Fang, I would say that maybe with extreme care and some luck, I might be able to do this. But because it has that Drain Fang, because it can heal itself so well using that, I don't think this is going to be doable. I'm having to spend so much energy just trying to keep us healed that I can't inflict enough damage to overcome that health drain. Yeah, it's already healed itself back to full. It is back to full health. It's barely made a dent in its ether, and even if I did manage to run its ether down before Kareen's ether runs down somehow, I get the feeling with an ether bar, with an ether pool that big, it would regen more than enough ether from one standby to then do multiple Drain Fangs again. So, yeah, it's like, we're close. We're at the point where I'm able to keep us in the fight. I just can't keep us in the fight while also doing enough damage. And I don't think any of the golems we have, I mean, they'd be a bit better than Yuki because they'd probably stay in it for more than 5 seconds, but I don't think it's going to be enough of a difference to really be worth it. So I'm just going to have Kareen stop healing now. There's no point in dragging this out.
Most regrettable.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, we can just run. That's a thing. It's a thing I don't usually do, but it is a thing. Just load back before we did that. And carry on. We're very, very close to being able to fight the 4 beast golems. We're just not quite there. I think by the time we find the 3rd one, because there's actually quite a bit that we need to do, assuming they haven't moved it, assuming it's where I remember, you go through quite a lot before you find the 3rd 4 beast golem. And I think by the time we find it, we should actually be able to start fighting them. Ooh, we've got Mega Aqua Mist in the store. That will help. And a pretty good single target attack for Yuki. I don't usually bother with Power Dance because Rygar and Atsuma both have better parameter boosting moves that they can just use on themselves. And while Karine could theoretically use this on like herself and Yuki and give them a slight boost, to me it's just not worth giving up one of her attacking or healing moves to do it most of the time. I might eventually get it just in case, but it is not a priority. I would really like to get Mega Drum Roll and Mega Blade, but we don't quite have the money yet. And we've probably got, yeah, we also have some new weapon cores. So, yeah, kind of glad that we got the double money thing. We are going to need it because there's a bunch of stuff that we are probably going to want to buy. And I don't usually bother with the vampire golem, even though he can have like some decent use cases. He has some decent health draining moves. Unless they've changed it, his VP is still super, super low. So he just doesn't last very long. And I believe this one has a similar issue. No, okay, they improved it. This one used to have fairly low VP and they improved that one. So might actually make that one have some more dark coverage. And then, of course, this Poseidon one's also pretty good. And we also want to synthesize the Dianotitis? Yes. So, yeah, we have several here that we definitely want to make. Yeah, the Existence one is actually pretty cheap. It doesn't require that many gems. So, let's go ahead and definitely make this. And yeah, the Poseidon one's pretty dang good too. So let's make it. Okay, got a couple new golems for the team. Need to get a lot more gems and a lot more money. So I guess that gives some point to these battles, even though we're not getting much experience. We are getting cash and gems.
Dead. In the
Okay.
one of those little side. Oh,
It's open.
It's open.
It's
already.
open. We already got it.
Okay.
And those rooms were all blocked off. They all caved in.
Okay.
So,
Well, I guess we're gonna proceed in a linear fashion.
yep.
Oh well, this is still not the most linear JRPG I've ever seen.
Yeah, a lot of them literally won't let you go back to previous areas after a certain point.
There's even a couple where the maps for the game are seriously just hallways.
Wow, okay. I don't think I've ever played any like that. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. I do appreciate though that they don't level scale these areas to you in any way. So if you go back through an area later, you will be able to feel like you've gotten more powerful. And if you try to blunder into an area that you shouldn't be in yet, you will absolutely get your behind kicked. It's just something that it seems like a lot of modern games are almost afraid to do that.
You're being
Power! I'll finish this!
Kind of expected you to chime in about certain games there. That you have quite a lot of salt about. No? Okay.
Was a fine strategy.
No complaints from me.
I don't know.
Level scaling of like Oblivion or
Yeah, like even
Diablo
Oblivion.
4.
Like Oblivion, you can at least fix it with mods. Diablo 4.
Good luck.
It just felt like I was running on a treadmill the whole time playing that game. I never felt like my character got any more powerful than I started. In fact, it mostly got worse.
I just kept wanting to play Diablo 2.
Yeah, I don't know. The game was starting to feel more like a job than anything else. It felt more like work than like even just playing stuff for the channel.
Oh no, we're gonna have controversy. Probably controversy in the comments there. Oh well.
I don't care about that kind of controversy. They can bicker over Diablo 4 in the comments all they like. It boosts engagement.
Yeah, we're just not really fans of games as a service type games.
Or even when they're not games as a service, just like this super aggressive level scaling that you can get in some games. I think it removes the sense of progression that makes RPGs fun.
I want to start off kind of weak in an RPG, and then by the end be a god.
Or slaying gods, or anything in between, really.
And it's more of these blue bulldog things.
I think even Yuki can take all three of these out in one
Probably.
shot. Yes, she
They're
can.
kind of weak.
That was a fine strategy.
Let's get carried away.
Rygar says that's a fine strategy. It was the shooting guns everywhere strategy.
Yep. And it worked.
No problem once we get serious. Let's get
So head west through the gorge to the desert, then pass through the desert. Got it.
Yep.
Yuki was being kind of coy about Junk City, so I'm assuming that some of her
Well, we
plot
know
might come into play.
we
there.
know that she's not from Yokohama. Remember during the Golem battle that we initially met her in, she was
From out of
complaining that she, had dragged herself all the way to Yokohama to participate in that tournament. So she's not from Yokohama. She's definitely not from London City. I mean, you've seen how the people in London City act. She doesn't act anything like them. She's never mentioned being from there. So that means that she is from, presumably, one of the only other two places we've heard mentioned, Kyoto City or Junk City. Because it doesn't seem like there are very many large settlements in this world. And these knights are just letting us through now. Yeah, it looks like there's someone, maybe a golem, I can't tell, but they're standing on a little side path over there, so we're going to check that out eventually.
So good, we're almost frightening.
No complaints from me.
Okay, I think it's a golem.
Yeah, those guys are done.
Yep, it's a golem. Okay, these guys are going to be a bit tougher because this is obviously a battle that you wouldn't have been able to get to prior to this point in the game, because otherwise the knights wouldn't have let you through.
Break.
Fire!
Okay.
Fire! I'll finish this!
Still wasn't that hard, mind you.
Now I'm even stronger.
Okay, so Kareen got another EX. That is one that can heal everyone on the board. I don't use it all that often, but sometimes it's a good oh crap button.
Fucking.
Okay, we should be getting close to the... Yep, now we're going to be getting into the gorge, and now the fights are going to get a bit tougher because we're getting to the areas where the game expects us to be about this level.
Hey, you can't do that.
Nice one.
Okay, griffins. They're new. Rygar's not dealing with them too well on account of all the wind attacks.
Break. Yeah. Attack.
In my sub. Too much.
And this is probably one of my favorite soundtracks in the entire game. You know, when the random encounters aren't interrupting it.
My training continues.
Okay, just right on the main path. There's a chest with money in it. Not gonna argue. I'm also just kind of glancing back to try to see if they've hidden anything.
So good, we're almost frightening.
Use your head and you can win.
Yeah, we're still clearing some of these in one turn, so that's always nice. Another treasure chest full of money. Got another golem to fight here. And if we don't take him out very, very fast, Rygar is going to be toast. Unfortunately, he started all the way in the back, so we cannot use one of his better earth attacks. We can't get him into a good position for it. See if Moltres here makes up for it. Got a bit of an upgrade to it after taking out the Emperor of Fire, so it does more now.
Attack!
And there went Rygar. However, all of the golems are looking pretty rough at this point, so we should be good. Don't think we'll need another EX.
Am I said it? All right, I'm getting stronger.
Yeah, there we go. So that particular golem can actually be a decent wind golem. A bit of a glass cannon, but some wind abilities, some healing. Pretty good stand-in for Yuki if she runs out of VP.
And Atsuma has gone from seeing 0 ladders in his life to seeing them constantly.
And also all of these grapple points. This is not a road that would be easily traversed. Unless, you know, you're fairly good at both hiking and also grapple hooks. So I'm going to assume that there's just not much traffic between Junk City, Kyoto City, and Yokohama and London. Like, there was a pretty good road between London City and Yokohama, but not so much here.
Everything begins and ends with respect.
I've actually got enough money now to get a few more of the skills that I wanted. Yeah, Make a Drum Roll will help Yuki quite a lot, assuming we can get her enough ether to use it regularly. Mega Blade will also be good for Rygar. And then we've got a couple more skills that I definitely want to get, but we just don't have the money for yet. And as far as synthesizing things goes, okay, we need more speed gems if we want to synthesize one of the harpies, I think. Or actually, no, it is mind gems that we're short on. Wow, okay. We're short on mind and power gems. So, not going to be synthesizing anything right this second.
Wow, how beautiful.
Cool, look at all these flowers.
This is the White Path.
Aptly named.
There is a legend that surrounds this place, as I recall.
This is where people bid farewell to the dead.
Bid farewell to the dead?
That's right. The white flower plumes rising upward are the souls of the dead, flying off to sprout a new life somewhere else. So they say.
I see. That's quite a beautiful legend.
As you say.
I hate it personally.
What?
Poetic nonsense. Dead people turn into seeds and germinate. That's just the living trying to console themselves. Sentimental baloney.
Baloney?
That's right. Anyway, there's another, even more beautiful tale about this place.
Even more beautiful?
Oh, yeah. They say that a legendary golem sometimes appears here. And if I get my hands on that golem, my standing as a golem hunter will rock it.
That's more beautiful to you, is it? Surely human life means more to you than golems or money.
I don't need a lecture, okay?
What's with her anyway?
Oh, let her be, come on.
Okay. Hey, Atsuma, do you think I could take some of these flower plumes?
They don't belong to anyone, do they? Why not?
Okay, then, just a few.
What do you want with them anyway?
It's a secret. Come on, let's go.
We've got another golem here to fight. A lot of golems, actually.
You're big! You're big!
Most regrettable.
Rage gotcha!
You got a core for one of the Sunflower Girl things that, again, wind and healing golem primarily.
Now I'm even stronger!
And we've got a cave with a chest in it. And more money.
Yep, 3,000.
I've gotten quite a lot of money just in chests scattered around this canyon and basin. Nothing in the crater.
Can we eat now?
And another chest, kind of hidden under this rock pillar. Oh! Okay. Was that added between versions, or did I just never find this before? That is the question.
If you know, let us know in the comments below. But now Kareen has HP Drain as a possibility.
Yeah, which we're definitely at least gonna try. Although I'm gonna go and see if anyone else has any other skills to learn. So, Kareen's HP Drain dance is pretty comparable to the mermaid's HP Drain ability. Hits the same area for about the same amount, so it's not a super powerful attack if it's only hitting one target, but if she's hitting like 3 or 4 targets with it, or even just a couple, it's actually pretty good for keeping her health up while also doing damage.
Rage and
Too slow!
Strike die!
all right.
My training continues.
Another one in the bag.
Next!
We're getting close to Junk City now. Have another golem here to fight first, though.
Nice one. Nice one.
And
Dang
there
it,
went
Rygar.
Rygar. Which is a shame, because if we'd been able to use his new EX move, he could have hit the whole board with a powerful earth attack. That is not going to happen now.
You're big!
Too slow!
Rage and flare! Burn everything!
And there went Yuki. Got the 2 Pegasi out, though, so... think Karina and Natsuma can carry us through the rest of this.
Too slow!
Power up! Yeah! Fire! You're out!
Okay, not the cleanest fight, but we got it.
You do not see a result like this every time.
We can take on anything like this.
It's getting, hotter.
Yeah, very hot.
This is what happens when you reach a desert.
Drenched in sweat. They're full of sand, too. I just
hate
wanna
sand.
throw them
It
off
gets
the hill
everywhere.
into a cold bath.
Milady, please. Compose yourself.
But Rygar, don't you feel the same way?
Especially in all that armor, dang.
Or is he just that stoic?
Of course it is. We've reached the desert, that's why. But if you can't handle this much heat, we'll never get across the desert. It's a lot hotter out there.
You seem to know the area, Yuki.
Huh? Oh, well, you know, I'm from Junk City after all.
Really? Then you'll be able to show us around.
Huh? Well,
We're counting on you, Yuki.
okay. Yeah, no problem. I'll be like a tour guide or something.
Were you kicked out of Junk City, Yuki? You
She's
seem
definitely
hesitant.
not super happy to be back here.
So, this is Junk City.
Certainly lives up to its name.
Hey, I kinda like it.
Yeah? Thanks.
Hey, Yuki!
Ah,
You're back!
yeah, I guess I am.
Huh, here to cause more trouble, are you?
No, I hadn't planned on it. We're headed to Kyoto City, just passing through.
Huh, well, I hope so. I've got some bad news for you, too.
Bad news?
That magic instrument you wanted so badly? Fubail got his hands on it.
What?
Tough luck, kid.
Atsuma, there's something I've got to do. Can you amuse yourselves here for a while?
Huh? Hey! Hey!
See you later!
Hey! Come back!
What's that all about? I wanted her to show us around. As a native of this place, that's her duty, right?
I don't remember you showing me around London, though.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing we can do now, milady.
You're right. Let's just take a look around ourselves.
Okay, no problem.
Why don't we meet up back at the Oasis?
As you say.
Okay.
And we have split the party.
We need to stop doing that.
What could possibly go wrong?